And when you started out, you had to go the CD route, right?
Yeah, I was doing
the
CDs.
CDs popping.
Yeah.
When you started coming out?
Them, bro, CDs without the cover was popping. Like in high school, we'd just write our name on the, you know what I'm saying? I remember selling my, that's how I got in my first studio. Like one of my mom's friends actually introduced me to a person with a studio, and in order to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we out the project. I'm not about to go, I can't just go ask, give me $300 or whatever for a studio. We didn't even know, we thought the studio came with the beat. Like, dang, we need a beat too? Oh snap, I thought it came with a beat. We not even knowing that we need to bring a beat to the studio. We thinking that he gonna have beats for us. But that's how I got into my first studio, like at high school, you know what I'm saying, just writing down, you know what I'm saying, whatever is on the song, on the CD, and selling them for $5, you know what I'm saying? And then I had a group, so we'll all I'll print up like 20 CDs or however many CDs at my house. I'll get a certain amount, and we go to the same school, and we'll just be selling them. And then at the end of school, like, how much you got? Oh, I got 40, I got this amount, I got 30, I got whatever, and we'll put it together. We'll put it together, and you know, we'll go to the studio, and they have to negotiate with them. How much is studio time? Oh, I want such and such an hour. I'm like, look, we got $80. You know what I'm saying? So CDs was jumping back then. You know what I'm saying? We're in a digital age now. But yeah, CDs.
Are you still passing out CDs?
I still pass out CDs because it's like on my wall I got records. Right now CDs are gonna be the new record. So I don't pass out CDs because some cars don't even have CD players. You get what I'm saying? I pass them out just more or less as a souvenir. You get what I'm saying? Like to have something that you can hold that's tangible. Posters, CDs, flyers, buttons, lanyards, things like that. Just things that they can hold and be like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having, if you was able to, if you still had a record from Michael Jackson or something, like the actual record that they dropped in when Thriller, not one that they reproduced and you could just go and get one that's hard. No, the actual one. You know what I'm saying? You were able to have that actual record, in 2020, even though we're in the digital age, bro. That's like, you get what I'm saying? That's like a priceless heirloom. So I just give them out for things like that.
And what's your views on the digital age? Do you fuck with it more than the CDs, the more in-your-face personal interaction?
I'm more of a people person, so it helps me when I can get into your face and like holler at you, and you could like, we can feel each other like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the time I'm probably not even trying to sell it. I'm about to give it to you, and I let you know, like, I'm about to get this to you. Now online, you're gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna give the CD to you for free. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, like an old head that's really into music, and I know he, you know what I'm saying, he's still into CDs, I'll probably give him a CD. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that we all on our phones now, I'll probably push the social media to you more. So, you know, I still do both. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, at some point you're gonna have to get in these people's faces, and if you can't even talk to these people and know what to say to them, it's just like, bro, because some niggas is good on the internet. Some niggas look good on the internet, and you get in their face and they shy as shit and they don't know what to say. Like, bro, you're not the same person on the internet. But I do also know that when you're on the internet, you by yourself, you like doing this around your own comfort zone. So, you know, it just depends. Like, it just depends on who I'm speaking with and who I'm trying to cater to at the time.
All right, so going back into the music, you got 3 tapes out right now. So out of all of them, which one would you say is your favorite?
Higgs Boson. It's Higgs Boson, which is my newest one. I'm more evolved. I still got growing to do, but I'm more evolved on that one. The first one that I dropped, that was something I've never dropped an album before. I was doing a lot of features.
2013.
2013, right? This nigga do his research. I like this guy. So I dropped the album because I've always did a lot of features, always. Like I'm always pushing myself to do features, like, yo, get at me for features. And the crazy part is, you'll be surprised how many people actually will hit you up just like, yo, get at me for features, whether it's for free or whatever, they'll actually get at you. But I was doing so many, and I was doing a lot of shows, and people started to ask, yo, where can I buy your CD at? Where can I get you at? Like, where can I? And I had nothing on. I'm just like, I would have to say, oh, go holler at KashCut. I just did that such and such for KashCut. Or go, you know, I just did, and it's like, well, yeah, where can I hear your music at? And it's like, oh shit, you right. Like, you get what I'm saying? When it really started to boil down to it, it's like, where can they hear my music at? Nowhere. So I started working on the tape, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of put that together. It wasn't mixed very well, any of that. It was like I said, that was out the house, and you know. But I had my mindset right because I got my publishing and I did my distribution on that, and to this day I'm still getting paid, you know what I'm saying, off that first CD. So, you know, it was a learning experience, but it was also something that I'm very proud of. But Higgs Boson, I'm more evolved. You know what I'm saying? It has substance to the music. It sounds like a real album. You feel me? It's legit. I got most impressive CD release for that album, and then I was in where was I at that time? I was in Kansas. They brought me out to Kansas, and I had got best independent music artist of 2018 out of like all the independent artists of in this region. And I was #1. Like I got I was like, that's crazy. Like just receiving I wouldn't expect like to receive an award and all that. So that's I've received more accolades off that album. So that's my favorite one.
And putting out this album, were you nervous putting it out? You know, giving it to the people. Like, how'd you feel just dropping this album, spreading it, promoting it?
I'm always nervous. I think that's the best way to go into anything. You know what I'm saying? Worried. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. That's the best way to stay safe. So confident, yeah, I was confident because I know what I'm capable of, and I took some time on this album. This album, I didn't make this. This album came out of 100 songs, and then picking the best 50 out of those 100, and then picking the best 30 out of those 50, and then picking the best 20 out of those 30, and then picking the best 15. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm very proud of the album. But worried, of course. Like, dang, are they gonna like it? I know what times we in right now. We not the type of music that I make. That's not where we at. You get what I'm saying? We not. You hear a song and they be like, that song go hard. And you be like, what you like about the song? They be like, the beat. And it's like, right. Okay. So, and I'm the opposite. It's like I make the beat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in a lot of these cases, the beat make the artist. So I know what times we in. So of course I was worried. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually doing very well. It's crazy. Like if you didn't, like amongst my peers, like I'm like top of the pyramid. I'm one of them. Like you got something, I'm up there. But if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know that. And I say that to say, like the album has done very well. And you wouldn't, if you would think that you need to drop that type of music to sell. And it's like, dang, this album is really selling. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about killing nobody. You don't see guns all in my videos. You don't see bitches shaking their ass. You don't see none of that. It'd be a real live video. Like we got production and, you know, so worried, yeah, if you're gonna like it. Confident in it, of course. I know I got the cure for cancer, you know what I'm saying? But are you gonna like the flavor that I'm giving it to you? You're probably a grape type dude. That's when I'm giving it to you strawberry. But it's the cure for cancer. Like I know that. I'm just confident as if are you gonna accept it. So it's that type of thing.
And after your first tape, you had about 20 songs on there, and then after the 2 other tapes, you kind of shortened the list of songs. How come?
Because and just like I said, when they say you're gonna drop another album, I'm gonna start working on, like I got so many songs. I'm about to start working on singles and EPs, and it's because I noticed the time that we were moving into. Like no one is listening to a full album right now. Nobody. Like you can go get whoever album. Whoever could drop an album. You're not listening to the album from top to bottom. That's just not what's happening. You making a playlist and you're gonna go get 2 songs from you, probably like 2 songs from this guy, 2 songs. You're not driving in your car at some point, because where we live, the time we live in, if you plan, by the time you get to the 5th song, somebody or you gonna be like, bro, we listening to too much of such and such. Like you're not trying to listen to the whole album. So I just noticed where we were going. Like, you know what, I'm not about to drop 40 songs on an album or 20 songs on an album or anything like that. I'm gonna shorten it down. Plus I try to mimic the industry. So I'll go, like I drop my albums on the days that are usually dropped in the industry, Tuesdays or Thursdays. You get what I'm saying? I try to drop my album around those days. I try to go see, okay, who on the billboards right now, right? Who's on the top billboards? How many tracks did they have on that album? Oh, they had 17. Okay, so you get what I'm saying? And I'll go look at like the top 5 and like, oh, all of them only had 15, 16 songs on the album. You get what I'm saying? Like little things like that. So I'll try to mimic the industry to make sure that I can at least compete. So like I said, worried, Yeah, I mean, yeah, worried but confident. I'm confident in it. So.
And this is all from like just you just studying other artists, or somebody
Right.
taught you this, somebody sat you down, explained the game to you.
No, it's really from not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Learning. All I gotta do is come at you with a contract. You know what I'm saying? And that makes the that make a big difference than if you ask me to come do a show for you and I just be like, okay, and I come do it. But if I come at you with paperwork and let you know that I'm trying, like you look at me in a whole nother light, like you get what I'm saying? So it's just like learning from mistakes. No one taught me anything, just kind of dibbling, dabbling and learning. And I still got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just comes from making mistakes pretty much.
All right, so tell me, what was the influence behind Thongs, Boy Shorts, and G-String?
Again, trying to do something different, and that album is actually doing pretty good as well. I wanted to showcase talent. Like, I did a whole album just strictly for females. Like, you get what I'm saying? Every song on there straight for females. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's talent within itself. And then they go hard. It's like, bro, he killing it. Like, he really smashing like on this album, and every track for females. And I just thought that would showcase talent. Like, peep this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and with the whole album release party, we gave away Victoria's Secret. We gave away Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Perfect. Like, we gave away a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really did it up for that album. But yeah, just to showcase talent pretty much. So.
All right, so now let's talk about San Antonio. So did you see any type of shift in the music scene, like a whole new wave of artists?
Bro, and luckily, like I said, I started when I started, so like, and be able to still be relevant is like, all right, cool. But I meet so many rappers and it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I know you and all of this, and it's like, bro, I wouldn't know, like, y'all come out the woodworks every day. Like, it's gonna be a new rapper that come out today from San Antonio. There's so many of them, but what I would say is a lot of San Antonio artists going viral. A lot of us getting our money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do see a shift. You know what I'm saying? From where back in the day, it was 10 rappers and everybody else trying to rap. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had your 10 main artists, Texas Finest, and like you had your main artists, and then you had people trying to get to even where they at. You get what I'm saying? Now, you can see somebody from San Antonio and they go viral tomorrow and they done surpassed whoever you used to like. You get what I'm saying? Now they, in 5 years, gonna be the person that somebody come up and want advice from and want to know how they got where they at and want to get interviewed by KashCut. Like, in 5 years, they gonna be that person because they done shifted. Like, you don't have to go sell 100 CDs, or you don't have to get signed. You can go viral. You get what I'm saying? You can go viral and become the man like that. So I have seen a shift.
And I asked everybody this question, like, what do you think the city needs to blow up, finally get looked at? Everybody's tapping in on San Antonio artists, coming out here trying to work with our artists. What do you think we need to get looked at as a hip hop city?
So, hey, bro, I do interview. I always get asked that question, bro. And this is what people gotta understand. This is just me traveling. It's like that in every city. If you go, we was in Chicago, they saying the same thing. We in Kansas, they saying the same thing. We in Colorado, they saying the same thing. Las Vegas, like California, they saying the same thing. You get what I'm saying? I think that, I don't know shit. You get what I'm saying? This is just what I think. I think that we need to get our business together first. As far as paperwork, things of that nature. Also, we need all the resources we can use. Like, niggas don't know, like, we need this. I was just saying that, bro. We just like, you wouldn't know anything about any of these artists unless they was being interviewed by somebody, by KashCut, about, whoever up there, Say Cheese, Dallas Global, whoever you get what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to like shout people out on your channel, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, you wouldn't even know them if a lot of them weren't being interviewed. Like, my money's straight. I'm getting what I'm getting, but I'm sure some gonna go up after they see this. Me, you know what I'm saying? You coming effing with me. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Because the backstory, you know, attracts people. That's what I try to tell people.
Not only that, but the publicity that you giving us. Like, you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't know a lot of these artists from that. And Dallas getting their money. I just left Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Did 3 songs with them in the video immediately. They about their money and about their paper. It was they you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Keith Stokeland and Dirt Beats and Dallas, bro. Like they really about their business. But it take things like this. It take everybody. When you go to Dallas, they probably playing some Dallas music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's any one thing to say, oh, what it helps San Antonio. I think it's a conglomerate of things. DJs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DJs that spin me and spin the other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because they are out there. You know what I'm saying? But we need that. We need more cash cuts coming through and making sure that they catching our good side and making sure they putting these stories out on San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure the radio, they not just playing us on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Play us, throw us in rotation. You know what I'm saying? These shows, make sure you paying the artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it get deeper than that, because if we're not treating ourselves like that, then how we gonna get looked at like that? It's like, boy, you just went up here, all y'all just came up here and did a free show. The radio not effing with us. Was no cameras here. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to F with us. All these dudes got cameras. They not trying to, you get what I'm saying? It's more than that. That's just what I think. You get what I'm saying? But who am I?